Welcome back, Level 3 Ninjas. It's time to talk about our self-defenses of the week. You're going to do two different self-defenses this week. The first one is knife to neck. The second one is knife to chest. Instructor Amy's going to come out so I can demonstrate these for you. Then we're going to go over them step by step without a partner. Then we're going to finish up with a partner. So here we go. Knife to neck will be first. Let's turn a little bit so you guys have a, right here is good. So you guys have a good angle. My opponent sticks the knife up to my neck. And first thing is always going to be put my hands up. This shows defenselessness, but what it really does is it kind of puts you into your fighting stance. So you're in a really comfortable position for you. They're just not going to know. You're going to be like, I don't want any trouble. From here, your hand is also really close to their hand for the knife. So, let's do that again. She's going to pull the knife. First things first, I'm going to put my hands up right here. From here, I'm going to grab and punch. Try to soften them up a little bit. Then all I got to do is reach back. I have a good grip on her hand. I'm going to push this knife right out. Actually, I got a grip of it. Boom! Throw a strike. Now I have the weapon. Do that one more time. As soon as they go, the other side. As soon as they go to pull the knife, hands come up. Oh my goodness. Strike, strike. Sorry, I actually called instructor Amy that time. You can even punch their hand if they're still holding on tight, and then be able to get that knife out. I'll show you the proper way to get it out when we get back to this. All right. Now it's going to be knife to chest. So same idea. As soon as they pull that knife, you're going to put your hands up. Again, it shows defenselessness, but it puts your hand right near theirs. So what you're going to do, as soon as this happens, we're going to do mirrored sides. So her right hand, it'll be my left hand. Whichever hand is closest to their hand. You're going to grab, as you turn, grab your wrist and push the knife down a little bit. From there, you're going to strike a little, boom, soften them up, and then you're going to do a cavalier wrist lock. Bring them down, make them let go of it, she tapped, I want to get that knife out. And then I'm ready to go. One more time. Knife to chest, hands come up, grab and turn, throw your strikes, grabbing onto that wrist, you're going to flip it around, and you're going to push. You can take them down to the ground, but we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to get this knife out. Now it's mine. Excellent. All right, I'm going to keep this knife so that she can't attack me with it again. No, there we go. Okay, so let's go over it step by step, everybody. First one is going to be knife to neck. Remember, we're going to be always using the hand that is closest to whichever hand they're holding with. Most people are right-handed. So for the most part, you're going to be doing this with your left hand. But you're going to be practicing on both sides once you get the main side down. So let's do this. They're going to come up, they're going to put the knife up, and immediately you're going to put your hands up, take a little bit of a step back. You're really getting into your fighting stance, but you're just turning your hands out. Hey, I don't want any trouble. Bringing your hand right next to where the knife is. So let's do that. Hands up, ready to go. We're going to grab on to the knife. Never grab the knife, my apologies. We're going to grab onto the wrist. Grab onto your opponent's hand or wrist. Let's do that again. So they pull the knife, hands up, grab, turn and punch. You got to grab the hand or the wrist, turn that hand away from you, and as you do, your body's turning into your cross punch. Every time you throw that cross punch, we turn. So this all works together. Fighting stance, hands up, grab, peel, and punch. From there, you may need to throw a couple more punches, but you're going to take your hand that you're punching with, you're going to grab right at the top of their hand, and that's when you peel the knife out. Again, I'll show you that in a little closer frame when we get to back to doing it with an opponent. Let's go through it again. Pull the knife, hands up, defensive stance, grab, turn and punch. From there, take your same hand, reach over top, peel the knife away, and then you're going to back up into your fighting stance. Last thing we want to do is throw a strike. So let's do it again. Ready, set, fighting stance, hands up, grab the knife, peel and punch. A couple of punches. We're going to reach through, grab that knife. I'm going to throw a kick, and I'm going to back up with that knife in my hand. Step by step. I want you to go practice that a bunch of times. Rewind the video if you need to, and go through step by step to make sure you know each one of those steps little by little. Now let's do knife to the chest. They're going to be coming up and pulling that knife up right into the middle of your chest. Give me your lunch money. Do my homework for me, whatever they're asking me to do. No matter what, you're automatically going to put those hands up again, taking a little step back, right into that fighting stance. All right, we're going to do that again. Hands up, step back, and you're going to turn, and you're going to grab. Turn and grab. They're going to be coming straight on. Say they were to push forward. As you move, you're going to be turning and grabbing so that they kind of go not into you. You don't want them to come right into you. So, turn and grab, push that hand away, throw a punch to soften them up, then you're going to come underneath, and you're going to grab onto their hand for the cavalier lock. Again, we'll show you that when we get a little closer. Let's get back to it, everybody. Back into your neutral stance. Step back, hands up. Turn, grab, and punch that knife away. Throw a strike, come underneath and grab. Now, the last thing you got to do is take another step, turning their hand over. You got to do this slow when you get to do it with a partner. But from here, your foot that's in front is going to step and turn them over. And that's where you get the wrist lock out of. Let's do that one more time, step by step together. Stand in your neutral stance. Sorry, I was thinking about the block one. Anyway, let's do it again. We all mess up sometimes. So, step back, hands come up. We're going to turn and push that knife away, throw some punches, grab underneath, step, and turn that wrist lock over. All right, so now there's your second self-defense. I want you to go through that a bunch of times, just step by step, no partner, until you've gotten those steps down. And now Instructor Amy's going to come back out. We're going to do both of these self-defense techniques again. I'm going to break it down with somebody for you. Here we go, knife to throats. So your opponent comes, they come up, they pull the knife. Immediately, hands up, little step back. I don't want any trouble. All right? First and foremost, right here, then whichever hand is closest, you're going to grab, pull down. So that knife comes away from your neck, and you're going to punch them. Boom. As you do that, you're trying to grab on. Now, it may not be easy for you to grab their hand. That's okay. Grab their wrist. Hold on to whatever you can so they can't put that knife back up to your neck. You're trying to get out of danger first. Let's try to side step and see the knife in their neck. Here, pulls the knife, step back, right here, I don't want any trouble, and then grab and turn. Boom. That turning motion, like I said, pulls me right into a punch. One more time. Pull the knife, step back, grab and turn, throw the punch. I'm holding on here as good as I can. I don't want to let that go. I may punch a couple more times, some hammer fists. Now what I'm going to do is come back here and go right to her hand. And I'm going to squeeze that knife out. Being careful not to cut myself. Now I have the knife. Boom. Into my fighting stance. We're going to get a little closer here. Make sure you can see this. Hopefully you can see this here. So we're going to go up. Hands up, step back. I'm in my defensive stance. I'm going to grab at the wrist, pull that knife away, and throw my punch. Now I'm grabbing onto whatever I can here, so she can't bring that knife back. I'm going to squeeze. I may only get her wrist. That's okay, because she still can't get me with the knife. From here, I'm going to reach back, grab onto her hand, and I'm squeezing to get that knife right out. I'm pushing down. Right here. I got it out. Boom. One more time, just grab that knife and we'll get real close to the camera. So I peeled it away. I'm going to go right over top, right here. And there's a little bit of knife, push it out. Got it out. Boom. Hit it with the back of the knife. Kick. Now I'm free. All right, so now you're going to practice that if they come up with their right hand or they come up with your left hand, their left hand. You're going to practice that on both sides, slow with a partner, being careful not to hurt their wrist. Next one, let's go knife to chest. So now they're picking it up, right to your chest. I don't want any trouble, hands come up. Now remember, we're turning for this one. We're not just going to push that hand out of the way. We're going to step back and turn to get that knife away from us as far as possible. And that's where I throw my punch. Let me do the other side. Here, Hands come up, a little step back. You can do this all at once too. Boom. Punch. Punch. Now from here, I'm going to be turning this hand right up. If I only have her wrist, that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab onto her hand just like this. Grabbing around, thumb in the back of her hand. Watch me do this whole thing again. Defensive position, step back and push. Boom, throw your punch. Now turn this hand up and grab. Now, all you need to do from here is with that hand you grabbed with, you need to push. She's already tapped. I'm already hurting her wrist. Let's do that again. Holding on here, I'm turning it out. I'm going to grab on, and I'm going to push. Push gently until your partner taps. Now you can take them all the way down to the ground. We're not going to do that right now. We don't need to hurt our training partners. Don't hurt their wrist. Come back on this side again. So, instructor pulls the knife. Defense, I don't want any trouble. I have a little step back. That little step back gives you the room to move. Throw your punches. Boom. Turn it, grab onto it, and turn it. And if they tap, kick them as you peel the knife away. And that's the same knife peel. Grab that again. Yep. Same knife peel. We are turning the wrist outwards, pushing on the hand so that it hurts their wrist more. That's going to make their grip loosen up a little bit. If you're not pushing on their wrist so that it hurts, they're not going to loosen up their grip very much. Then you're going to have to rely on punches and strikes to loosen it up. Remember, you can always punch the hand if you're having some problems getting them to loosen up. Eventually they will, and you'll just be able to pull it out. And then you have the knife, or whatever the weapon is. Do not use anything real or sharp to practice these techniques. You can do them both with just somebody holding their fist up like they're holding a knife, or you can find some kind of small prop that you're not going to hurt yourself or your training partner with. So there you have it, level 3, there's your self-defenses. Practice both of them 5 to 10 times, step by step, and then practice them full on all the way through. See you guys next week.